joined right now by one parent, Lizette Rosenblatt, a mother whose daughter was thankfully able to escape from the school unharmed. Lizette, first of all,
today, something we never thought we'd experience.
Punch right in.
Yeah, so anyway, Traitor Among Us, right? A sight to see, take two, September 16th, Living Arts Collective in Durham, North Carolina. All right, so that's going to be the site where everything goes down for the second time, possibly the last time. It's more like the end question mark. That's enough of that. We're going to jump straight into some of these things that consume my timeline and caught my eye. But first things first, man. R.I.P. to Bushwick Bill.
R.I.P. Yo. Rest
Co-founder of the Ghetto Boys. He lost the battle with pancreatic cancer. So it's an unfortunate end to what some would consider an illustrious career.
I don't think young niggas even appreciate or know what they lost right there.
Right.
And I mean, I seen niggas was ready to kill the nigga off. Like, he was in the hospital fighting for his life, and niggas was saying R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? And I was on there correcting niggas. Every time I saw it, like, yo, say prayers, you know what I'm saying? He's still here, you know what I mean? But, like, really, if niggas don't really know about the Ghetto Boys, you should probably go on Apple playlists and get the Essentials playlist or whatever. Oh, yeah. I mean, come on now. Like, niggas need to get up on this shit. Like,
they got to know that from
all
as soon as it start.
Right. And all this new gangster rap niggas be trying to put out, like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know this shit, I don't even believe the shit you talking about today, my nigga.
Being realistic, you know what I'm saying? When I was a young kid, I wasn't rushing to throw on, like, KRS-One. I was familiar with a KRS-One or, like, a Big Daddy Kane, but I'm not honestly rushing to listen to those.
But neither one of them niggas was saying nothing that you cared about. I know them niggas was saying something that every black man, every black youth them in America could relate to.
I'm not saying they weren't. I'm just saying, as a young person, or, if the choice is Drake or the Ghetto Boys, I'm pretty sure they're throwing on their Drake. So, so rest in peace. But, people always want to be, the first. They want to have that breaking news, that story, like, oh, R.I.P., R.I.P., look at me, I have information that somebody that, other people don't have.
They be ready to kill niggas off, though, yo.
Right. They, they killed, Luther Vandross off for like 8 years until they finally got him. So anyway, right, the taxi driver, the homicide in Garner, did any of y'all catch that one?
Nah, catch me up on that one.
Right, they found the guy, they found the driver dead in Garner. They ruled it a homicide. They don't have any leads. This kind of falls under the category of North Carolina needs to chill out. Like, we're back to North Carolina needs to calm down, mostly because it's getting a little weird. It's getting, somebody
Hold on. I might be lost. The taxi driver was dead? So
found dead inside of his car.
Oh, so he picked up a passenger that killed him, basically. That's what they...
that's what it would seem like.
I mean, unless he shot himself, because he was found shot, right?
He was found shot, but I don't think he shot himself.
It's a homicide.
Right. So, they don't have any leads. So, if you're out in Garner, lock them doors, look over both shoulders, like, it's cats out there. At one point, they were saying that there might have even been a serial rapist, like in like the Cary area. So
what?
Let's everybody calm down.
Hey, real shit though. God bless the dead, but like I'm questioning any nigga that's still driving or getting into a cab, a taxi cab, my nigga.
That's kind of wild, Like
in 2019, that's just not a thing, my nigga. Like
they upcharging like a mug, and it's like why would you not like get in an Uber or a
you could get the Uber pool joint for half the price.
But I guess if you're a taxi driver, I mean, he was one. That's he come from a long line of taxi drivers.
Why he ain't driving Uber yet?
Maybe he was driving Uber
in his taxi.
Okay. You never know. You never know, man. He could have been here driving a Lyft, and the guy just pulled out on him, blasted him, man. So what about this David Ortiz, this Big Papi? You guys up on what happened with Big Papi?
Yo, let's do our next pod from the DR. It seems really safe.
Yeah. Hey, DR is lit right now, my
Yo,
nigga.
it's litter than lit.
Is there a mixtape finna come? Is this a rollout, my nigga?
Right,
Like, what the fuck?
And a good friend of mine, he's actually going on his honeymoon to the DR.
Hold on, after all of this, he's still
Yep,
going?
yep. People are literally begging him on his timeline to not go. Please do not go to the Dominican Republic right now. He's like, fuck that. We're going. It was super cheap. So
Yeah, you can go over there with like a cool stack and live like a millionaire, my nigga. Not quite, but like, you know what I'm saying? The exchange rate is crazy. You know what I mean? You can go over there and really get your money's worth in DR.
but
But it's a poor country. Like you going
Yeah.
to a poor country to live like a king.
That's like going to take a vacation in like, you know what I'm saying, like South Central or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not really, because they got like booming tourist economies. You know, so yeah, it's a poor country.
so does Los Angeles.
No, yes, Los Angeles, but you said South Central.
South Central LA, niggas. Bro, niggas is over there still getting shot in South Central LA, bro. If you go to vacation in South Central LA, you walk out there with them red Beats headphones you got, nigga, you gonna catch one to the head, bro.
But you can go and vacation in LA and not be bothered. But you cannot. You don't want to go on vacation in South fucking Central. But you can go on vacation in LA and enjoy things. You know, like going to DR, especially if you're not gonna leave the
resort.
But they got people dying at the resort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nowhere's safe, nigga.
Nowhere is safe, man. It's just not worth it, man. To me, it's not.
You remember that young lady that went missing in Chicago? She was at the little house party or whatever.
And she wandered into the freezer or whatever?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this shit happening here too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a quinky dink.
Well,
niggas don't just wind up missing, bro.
Well, in fucking, David Ortiz's case, because I'm not calling him Big Papi. I'm just not going to call another man that.
You call Drake Champagne Papi?
I don't call Drake anything. So, apparently, they had like, gun lord, drug dealer, big time dude out there getting it, and he had reason to believe that there was some communication between his wife and, this guy, which was wild to me because it's like, you got all this information on him, but why is you not like going, that's your wife and some other dude, you know what I mean? Like, why is you taking a hit out on him? She could just go and get another nigga. Like, you should probably just go and get another wife. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's how you feel?
That's how I would feel about the situation. I'm not gonna
a nigga fucking your wife. You just like, I'm gonna get another wife.
But hold on, now your money's like that. Like, you know what? My money like that. You want to fuck my wife? Okay.
Yeah, nigga. You know what? And I only got to get my hands dirty, nigga. I'm gonna pay a little nigga. You're not just gonna fuck my wife with no consequences, my nigga.
But they arrested 6 niggas and they're probably all finna tell on them.
You're not finna fuck my wife without consequences, nigga. If you fuck my wife, something has to happen to you.
I get something has to happen to you, but
so what better to happen than you get shot, my nigga? Fuck you and your whole steroid using career.
Okay, but now that dude is like, on the run. He's probably sitting in jail. Like, I mean, was it worth it over this bitch?
He had money for the shooters, bro. He's straight, my
Nah,
nigga.
and to keep it 100, I bet you his wife won't get no more dick. Like, nah, motherfuckers get shot when they mess with you.
Right. My nigga.
Why would he even care though? Like, I'm like, bro, if you think that she's fucking
and
a nigga named Big Papi,
and bro, that Spanish shit, them Latino shit is different. Like the loyalty in that family and like the community. Like I seen a bitch. I hate this video. I seen it, bro, on Facebook. The bitch was cheating on her husband, and the nigga chopped her fucking head off, my nigga.
I seen that.
Like they don't play that cheating shit, bro. Like somebody gonna die. If you cheat, somebody gonna die.
You talking about that? That was an Indian dude, and he took it into the
nigga,
prison.
that was a Mexican lady, and she was standing on her knees, and the nigga said, "Go," and goddamn sliced the fucking head off on camera, nigga.
No, that I didn't see. I saw an Indian man who cut his wife's head off and took it into the precinct. And was like, yeah, she was cheating.
Right, nigga. So when you cheat, nigga, bad things happen to you. Just like motherfucking when bitches get cheated on, they chop a nigga dick off. Like, it's not right. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how nigga gonna react, bro.
Is it cheating if you don't get caught?
Hey, man, don't get me in trouble, bro. I got a girl.
Speaking of niggas faking and lying, right? The CPS workers was caught faking and lying. Now, I don't know about y'all. Like, that kind of like, blew me away. I was like, wow, the CPS workers is falsifying documents. And I want to say this was in like either California or New York, but they're falsifying documents saying that they visiting houses when they haven't. And then in, multiple cases, a child, usually 10 or under, goes on to die or be, severely injured because they're left in the care of someone who CPS has said, oh, we went out there, we checked on it, things are straight, they good. Okay, well, why 2 days later, the kid is dead, or, that type of scenario was occurring, pretty frequently, quite often. Damn, I wish I knew. Once we get some interns up in here,
that happened somewhere?
It's happening right now. Like it's kind of like affecting the nation, but there's some places where it's worse than others.
Okay, check this out. Like white people, rich ass white people, be adopting like little black kids so they can have like organs to harvest and shit like that. They make sure they got the same blood and shit like that, bro. That shit is going on. So I think the same shit going on with them CPS workers, and I know motherfuckers when I was growing up. My homeboy, his parents kept some foster kids, and they used to always talk about the check. Like, get that check every month, So I could think if niggas is just in it for the check, you got to think of some more sick motherfuckers out here that's in it for these organs, for these black, like Madonna. Why you think she just went to Africa and just got them random black kids and shit like that, my nigga? Bro, they got the same blood type. Anything happens to Madonna, she gonna be straight. She gonna kill them kids, my nigga.
She's gonna kill those kids,
bro. I'm trying to, bro. That organ harvesting is real, bro.
You think that Madonna adopted those black kids to kill them and harvest their organs?
She brought them to have them work in the house. They don't go to school, so you got free labor. And then if anything ever happens to Madonna, she like, nigga, if I need that new kidney, little Mumbai, he got the same blood type.
Hold on, but you're telling me Madonna couldn't do that without them two little brothers?
Right.
There's a wait, but there's a wait. Okay, but listen,
waiting list, Madonna type of money.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I'm not waiting for. You're right. I'm not waiting for nothing. I got it on hand. I got these niggas here.
Why we should just go to She could have just gone to Mexico for all that.
What's happening in Mexico?
It's a lot fucking closer than Africa.
But them organs ain't better. Ain't nothing better than some good black organs, my nigga. That's why they killing us now.
I don't know, man. Have you ever seen one of those late night commercials about how motherfuckers be looking and living in Africa? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Bro, Africa don't even look like that. That's a lie.
I know it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, don't get it twisted.
I know
Africa
it doesn't.
Is
you know what I'm saying? Africa popping, my nigga. And we going missing over there in Africa, just like we going missing in America. And don't think it's because niggas is just getting sucked into the abyss. Nah, bro, these niggas is harvesting us. These niggas is experimenting with our fucking blood, with our fucking cells. You know what I'm saying? Taking our babies and shit. That shit real, my nigga.
Organ harvesting.
Black market. Go on the dark web. You go buy you a kitty about 20 bands, my nigga. If your money's straight, they'll make sure you find one.
I don't know if I'm a bite on organ harvesting. I don't know. It just seems unnecessary. Like, if I got access and means, I could just have the organs. I don't need to invest 18 or more years into a relationship with somebody just to have their organs.
You don't give a fuck about them kids, bruh. Bruh, all the starving and all the starving kids in America, and these motherfuckers go all the way out the country to get some undocumented people to keep in their house. You know what I'm saying, bro? There's a reason that they go out the country to get these fucking orphans, nigga. Because there's plenty black babies, it's plenty fucking white babies, it's plenty Asian babies right here in America that they could be taken care of and helping out. But instead, you know what I'm saying, they go get the motherfuckers that's undocumented, uncharted, my nigga. That shit real, my nigga. Y'all niggas is asleep.
Nah, I'm not buying that. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm not buying it. No, actually, I do know, and I'm not buying it.
You don't think they taking niggas' organs?
Who is they?
I gave this bitch my heart one day.
You'll never get that back.
Nah, she broke it.
That's what I'm saying. And now you got to find another one. But your money ain't long enough, and you don't have a little African baby to give you one.
I'm about to make one.
Right.
Anyway, man, so... Update us, man, Millie. I didn't have a chance to look at the Cali prisoners, man, but they're getting their weed shit. What was that?
To me, well, they're legalizing. I mean, because it's legal in California to have marijuana, so the inmates kind of get that same privilege.
They couldn't before, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they couldn't before. But my thing is, what do you do when you're in jail for selling weed? And now it's like,
well, that. In California, they've already started the process of releasing the people for those past weed charges and weed felonies and expunging all those records, dismissing all that shit. But if you smoke weed in jail in California, nigga, who's trying to do some dirt, my nigga? What's up? I'm going to Cali.
Nah, it still ain't no pussy in there. Like.
Right, you're right. Nigga, ain't a whole lot of shit up in there.
Fuck the COs, bro. Them bitches be ready.
Anyway, man, and this is what a lot of people and you can kind of like see the trend. There's a lot of celebrities who are investing a lot of money into the weed industry. People are saying that this next election, like 2020, that's going to be the focus, like student loans, legalization,
reparations.
And so forth. And so, like,
that's what everybody keep talking about.
One of the big, right, yeah. So anyway, one of the big things is like, people are basically saying, obviously white people are going to like swoop in, set up this infrastructure, and they're going to benefit the most. But can you at least expunge the record of niggas who have like, weed related crimes? Like, and it seems like that might be a medium. Like, the people who are making the money are okay with you not having a record. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not finna get these types of grants and whatever we getting, but you'll at least be able to.
Well, just like you said, when the infrastructure is there, oh yeah. Oh no, y'all free. Y'all can have this shit. Because by that time, nigga, we already $300 million in. You know what I'm saying? Now you a little mom and pop store versus Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Versus Weed Mart. And speaking of $300 million in,
Mart.
fucking, Colorado. I just read an article. They just reached $1 billion in revenue off of marijuana. Not $1 billion, not like total off of the other things that they got going on, but just off of this industry. The state has generated $1 billion.
It's over for America, my nigga.
Right. Like, what are we waiting on?
When you start, I mean, like in general, bro, first thing you do when you get broke, nigga, you start selling weed, nigga. You go get you a pack from your boy and start selling weed. Now that America's selling weed, when we get it in all the states and everybody's selling weed, nigga, the whole country is the plug.
The whole country, I wonder what that's going to be like. Once it's like the whole country is the plug, then it's just like, well, what?
Yeah.
Nah, but have you realized, like, we're falling into that sex, money, drugs. That's the world.
Right?
Porn is free online. Women selling pussy on the block.
Yeah.
To get $1. Like, you cannot avoid any of that trying to make it in this world. You're going to end up doing drugs, having sex, making money. Like,
you got to. If you want to survive.
You might be smart and hustle and make your money off them too.
Also, though, those are all the things that have been here since the beginning of time.
Big
sex, drugs, you know what I'm saying? Some type of currency, which was usually in sex or drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but $1 billion, though. I mean, damn, it's just like those niggas is raking it in.
If I can get a half of that percent.
I mean, how you think Jay-Z feel about $1 billion?
I mean, I know what people say. I know what some people claim. I don't count anybody's pockets because to me, what's different? Like, I mean, even
I thought he already had $1 billion.
Even in
Forbes was able to
confirm it.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to confirm that whenever he got it.
And now he has to report it. That's all.
Right. Because I'm like, what's different?
Can't give it all to Bleak no more. That's all.
He won't be Wesley Snipes. He gonna pay his taxes.
Yeah, that's all it is. But I'm like, that doesn't him having $1 billion or not having $1 billion. Like, I mean, still Jay-Z. Like, nothing changed just because he got a little bit more money. And him and Beyonce already had $1 billion together. So, I mean, what was crazy, though, about him having $1 billion was that the least amount of the things that, gave him money was music.
It's music.
And this nigga been killing it. 11 number one albums, fucking all these million records sold. And that's the least.
That's what we were talking about before you came in here. Like, the music ain't even where the money at, bro. It's like that's the big commercial. You know what I'm saying? You get money on the back end for the music.
Nah, why you thought music was going to be where it's at? I mean, this whole music industry, that's kind of like slavery all over again. The white people eating off our talent, what we create. Like, they eating off of that. They getting the big bucks. The artists ain't seeing too much of nothing unless they on tour.
That's why them niggas stay on. Niggas don't never get off tour.
Niggas don't never be getting off tour.
And Wayne started that shit. Wayne was the first nigga on tour forever. But these niggas never get off. Because, like, you got to think about a nigga. Like, take a new act that just got signed in the last couple of years. If he's streaming, it's probably because they got streaming farms and shit for him, so they boosting his sales and shit. They not trying to get that nigga none of that streaming money. That's how they recoup all the money they gave you on the advance. You know what I'm saying? So
But niggas is taking the advance because it's more money than they ever had.
And then they blowing it. And they don't realize now they stuck in that deal.
Yeah, but now you got to recoup that money. You got to put up a hell of a gimmick, and you end up like Tekashi.
Well, then they do shit like how they did Tekashi or your new boy. You know what I'm saying? They just put you on all these playlists and they stream farm the hell out your shit, make you think your shit is number one.
Right.
When your shit ain't really number, like niggas ain't really listening to you.
Cannot be. The niggas, like, when I be looking at them charts, I'm like, bruh.
No. Because I really be out here, and I be listening to other niggas' radios when I be out here, and I don't be hearing these niggas that's at number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Right.
Joe and them talking about it. What is a stream?
And then when I look at, like, okay, the song number 1 might be fucking like Powerhouse featuring Powerhouse.
Right.
And then song number 2 is some other guy. It's
that
like,
you never heard.
or maybe you have heard of him, but it's just like, bruh, the number 1 song has 3 powerhouses on it. And your song is not like, that just seems a little funny to me.
You starting to sound like Khaled right now.
But that's real shit though, because that's what they doing. They manipulating this shit.
I'm saying, yeah. It's just look a little weird.
It's like this. It's
like
supposed
to. It's all perception.
It's like when you get that advance, niggas don't really realize that's really just like a bank loan. Think about it like that. And to secure the fact that I get my loan paid back, because I know niggas ain't gonna buy your album. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it look like niggas are constantly playing your shit, and I'm just gonna recoup. Give me the streams. You can have your little show money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. And really, these artists be getting fucked.
I mean, it's like
they
a
won't
credit
admit
card.
It's a credit card.
Yup, and the interest rate be high as fuck.
As a
these niggas,
motherfucker.
But they don't realize. Or they might know that shit going in, but they
don't
still,
care.
They think they smarter than these niggas. They don't realize that these niggas been playing this same scheme for about 30, 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
But they looking at it. You giving me enough money, I can stunt on my broke friends,
Right.
so I'm cool. Because my friends is broke, and I got more money than them. I can stunt, so I'm cool with being
Pretty
broke,
much.
being broke later.
Well, I can get them a couple $1,000, make us all look like we cool.
What's even more crazy though is that what you say, like this culture of sex, drugs, and money, is that New York is actually thinking about like decriminalizing
Prostitution.
right, and I don't think that it's even has to do with like getting on like Backpage. It's more so like the Cam Soda or because a lot of those sites are operated by some Middle Eastern company. Like Cam Soda, I think. I don't know but like the top, like of the top 5, like 4 or 3 of them at least are operated outside of the United States, and those companies make like a crazy, exuberant amount of money, but the laws surrounding what's happening in that building are a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, you may or may not be performing sex acts. Is that prostitution? Is this pornography? So a lot of those places, like, it's kind of like, it would be very hard to operate inside of, the United States. So
But New York has full live sex clubs. So you go there, you can pay your money, and you can go in there and get it popping with strangers.
But my thing is,
That's prostitution.
But with New York
it's kind of
being a
niche
melting
though.
pot, though, like, is this the information that's going out around the world? Like, oh shit, y'all want?
That's what I'm saying.
Yep, just go to New York. Go,
right. You know what I mean? Like, and then once they get it popping in New York, it's just gonna be just like weed. You know what I'm saying? Once people see, okay, New York is making $1 billion off of, legalizing the sex industry. Shit, come to North Carolina. We got hella hotels.
Vegas been had the sex industry legalized.
hella hoes.
I think, but I think it's
I'm pretty sure you can sell pussy in Nevada.
No, you can absolutely, but and that's what I was saying. I think this has more to do with like this online space and capitalizing off of that, because that's something that you could already go to like Vegas and experience. But no, these people are basically like we're going to decriminalize sex work, not like like they want to I think they want to get in on
the pussy,
on the
selling of the pussy.
Right. They want to get in on the fucking premium Snapchats. They want to get in on the Patreons. And y'all not
fans only.
Yeah, the fans only. Y'all not slick either. You know what I'm saying? Fans only, Patreons, those are premium Snapchats. Don't try it.
Yeah. Y'all not low.
Y'all not low at all. You know what I'm saying? And like, look, and that's fine if you got a premium Snapchat, but don't act like, your fans only is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're $9.99.
Pornhub is free.
Niggas is making a living off Pornhub, bro. Niggas is getting in relationships like, yo, we just gonna fuck on camera and put these videos on here.
It's
know what I'm saying?
It's like a totally different experience. Like, subscribing to like these, accounts or whatever. Like, Pornhub, you watching a lot of like old videos and then maybe some whatever sprinkled in there. But like, when you subscribe to like they accounts or whatever, there's like some, like if you subscribe to Tiana Taylor's like little joint or whatever, there's some interaction between you and Tiana. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some interaction. Like,
you ain't got enough interaction to bust.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I don't know.
I'm not paying for a subscription unless we got monthly meetups. Like, nigga, come to Miami and it's going down. Tiana Trump and whoever her friends are.
Anyway, that seems like a good time to take a break and hear a word from our sponsors.
Hey everybody, I really do hope you love the Verdict podcast. Did you know that you can actually get paid just for listening to this podcast? I know it sounds insane, but it's true. We just discovered a free new app called Podcoin, and it literally pays you to listen to podcasts. Here's how it works. You listen to podcasts and you earn Podcoin while you listen. Then you turn the Podcoin in for your gift cards at places like Amazon or Starbucks. Okay, take two. Hold on. Hey everybody, I really do hope you love Hey everybody, I really do hope you love the Verdict podcast. Did you know that you can actually get paid just for listening to this podcast? I know, it sounds insane, but it's true. We just discovered this free new app called Podcoin, and it literally pays you to listen to podcasts. Here's how it works. You listen to podcasts and you earn Podcoin while you listen. Then you turn that Podcoin in for gift cards at places like Amazon or Starbucks. You could even donate that Podcoin to charity. The more you listen, the more you earn. So here's what you do. Download the app right now on your iPhone or Android, and I'll have a special code for you. Simply use our code Verdict Podcast, and you'll get 300 Podcoin just for signing up. And if you listen to enough of us on here, you can get cappuccino at Starbucks or an Amazon gift card on us. So go ahead and go listen to the podcast or virtually any podcast on Podcoin and sign up with our code Verdict Podcast. I swear it'll change the way you listen to podcasts.
Roll call. And it's interesting. Before I get into the roll call, have y'all seen, and it's kind of old, but people are making a big deal about it now, but have y'all seen like Keanu Reeves lately? Like he's been getting a lot of press. He had John Wick. He's in a new video game. I think he's got another movie coming out soon that people want to see here, talk about whatever the case may be. So the interesting thing about him is, how he's being pictured, or how he poses for pictures, especially with women. Like he won't touch them.
Smart man.
Hell yeah.
Right. So, I mean, a lot of people are saying, is it smart? Is it scared? It's definitely a little bit of both. But, isn't it just disgusting that, you have to protect yourself in that way? Like, people are coming up to you and you thinking like, oh, this is a fan. I would love to embrace a fan of my work. Like, you know what I'm saying? How hard I work on the shit that I'm doing. If a person comes up to me and they're like, man, I love what you're doing. I would love to be able to embrace that person and be like, let's talk about it. Let's do da-da-da-da-da, so forth and so on. But, once you reach a certain level or, a certain, space, it's like, you can't even enjoy that without being afraid that people may double back and accuse you or, accuse you of misconduct.
Me too.
Right. And that brings us to, the roll call. And, the only name we have to add to our roll this week is Cuba Gooding Jr., right? So apparently he's being accused of groping a young woman in a Manhattan nightclub. Of course, he denies those claims. It's kind of hard to tell with Cuba Gooding Jr. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, but he's not like regular people.
That nigga wild, bro.
Yeah, he's a weird kind of person. Like,
you ever notice him in Coming to America, just in the barber sheet, in the seat, in the barber chair?
No.
Yeah, he's in Coming to. He's just sitting there, my nigga, not doing nothing, just getting a haircut.
He's just sitting there?
Yeah, check that out.
He's a weird individual, and that's even coming from his own mother. I remember an interview. I don't remember why somebody was interviewing his mother, but they did, and she gave the dirt like, yo, this nigga's wild, man. Y'all need to just leave him alone. I know y'all like his movies, but, he not that kind of guy.
Bro, hold on. You know who his brother is, though, right?
Yeah, I know who his brother is.
And I believe that nigga in Baby Boy.
I did believe that nigga in Baby Boy.
I thought he was for real.
I'm pretty sure he was just acting like his brother.
Yeah, he probably got all that shit from Cuba.
He was just acting like his brother. So,
bro, Cuba did a movie called snow dogs.
He did, and we let him do it.
We let him do it.
We
And
let
bro,
him do it.
He was cool with it. He went somewhere and was like partying with bitches. You know what I'm saying? Drinking margaritas and shit. Like Cuba don't. Hey, he on some other shit.
That
my
movie
nigga.
made a lot of money though. Snow
He might
Dogs.
be like the prince of gangsters.
So that's the only name we have to add to the roll this week, right? It's Cuba Gooding Jr. He turned himself in. I'm sure he's probably not there now.
Oh no, he's out. They say he strutted out of the.
Of course he did.
Like on his weird shit.
Right, of course he did, because he already know what time it is. He already know, like, they got nothing.
But he gave support to Big Papi.
Of course.
I bet he did.
Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would, man. So,
Cuba's a nasty nigga, bro.
yeah, he's a wild man. So I didn't have, if there wasn't anything else that y'all want to talk about, we could go right into the two truths and a con.
Bow Wow pay 50 Cent.
Everybody pay 50 Cent.
Nah, just Bow Wow in general, bro, because that shit was funny, my nigga.
How much
He went online.
Had the 1,000.
Bro, why he had to post that little bit of money though, bro? He posted some crumpled up ones and was like, "Yeah, nigga, I came in here with that shit, nigga." Like,
How much money do he owe 50 Cent?
1,000.
He owe 50 Cent 1,000. Why do people owe
50 said he was throwing all that nigga money in the strip club. 50 was in there handing niggas money, and they was throwing it, and they said Bow Wow was throwing the most of it. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was talking about how Bow Wow went home with the money.
Yeah, and then Bow Wow, he was throwing a lot of it, but he was tucking it too. Because when Bow Wow put a little video up showing, oh, I had my money, you know what I'm saying? I did a walkthrough, yada, yada, yada. This nigga had a big bundle of crumpled ones, my nigga. Like the strippers be having. So,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Bow Wow probably, stuffed a couple, threw a couple. Stuffed a couple, threw a couple, you know what I'm saying? Then went to the bank, took out $500 and was like, yeah, nigga, I got that shit. I just wish the nigga would give it up. Hey, pay 50, my nigga. That's my nigga.
Oh, man. So, anyway.
Pocket watching report.
If there's no other, breaking news announcements, we can hit on these. We can get on these two truths and a con, and wrap it up, right? So, you know what I didn't do?
What you didn't do?
The two truths and a con. Nah, I'm lying. I did do it. So here we go. Two truths and a con. Dun dun dun. Scenario number 1. South Carolina mom arrested after confronting son's bully. Scenario number 2. Des Moines bar owners are suing the city after claims that they were bullied. Scenario number 3. Florida man arrested for leaving a gator in his high school bully's bedroom.
I hope people learn to stop bullying. All these things.
Yeah, you going hard. You did good this week. Hey, just for the record though, I support bullying. I'm not a no bullying fan.
I support bullying too.
I support bullying.
Well, that's cool because I tell my son to fuck niggas up that bully him.
Exactly.
So.
But that's why I support bullying, because when we grew up, if a nigga bullied you, you had to learn to either defend yourself,
right,
or you became a bitch ass nigga. Now they just turning everybody into bitch ass niggas. Like, oh, don't talk about me. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas say cyberbullying. Like, oh, when I go home, I can't get away from it. Bitch, turn your goddamn phone off. Yeah. Get off Facebook. Get off Instagram.
Yeah, go outside.
But they so attached to technology. Like turning my phone off is like, yo,
right.
Turning
your lifeline.
Yeah, my life is over.
You telling me to stop breathing? Like, nah, I'm telling you to turn your phone off.
Yo, kids, adults can cancel me, but y'all keep bullying. It's good for the environment.
Just bully my son and don't expect me to pay your kid's hospital bill. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Just be careful who you bully. It'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I believe I've been bullied. I've bullied. It's just something that happens. Ditto. Yeah, just something that happens, man. Like, it's not like, if you're being, abused, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell somebody. But if somebody's picking on you, you need to learn how to step your jokes up. If you can't fight, you need to get your jokes up, bro. At least. You need to be able to tear him down, verbally, and make the other kids who can fight laugh at him. You know what I'm saying? But stop pretending like everybody got to be your friend. Everybody has to be nice to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, nigga, buck up.
Stop being a pussy.
Anyway, two of those situations are real life. They happen.
What's the second one again? Say the second one.
The second
again.
one was a pair of bar owners in Des Moines. Was that Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
They're suing their city because they claim that they were bullied.
Nah, that's the one that's fake.
You saying the second one's fake?
That's what I'm rolling.
All right, what about you?
I might have to go with that one because I could easily see some shit
Des
in
Moines?
Florida with the gator being
The gator?
Yeah.
Noinek, you got dog in this fight, or you good? You good? All right, cool. So
Hold on. You ain't guess one?
I didn't even listen to him. I'm sorry.
right, yeah, I didn't even think that you were. So
Second one?
okay, all right. So everybody chose the second one. Des Moines Bar Owners. That's cool. So that actually happened, right? That actually happened. Also, the other situation that actually happened. South Carolina mom arrested for confronting son's bully. The fake scenario was the Florida man getting arrested for leaving a gator. And
but you gonna win every time if you put Florida man first, because nigga, Florida man does everything.
Right.
That's cheating, bro.
Yeah, and then you said gator or something.
Right.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
I'm just crafty and clever. So, before we get out of here, why don't y'all tell people where they can stalk your life on the internet? Now that Instagram may or may not be back working. And I'm not even gonna.
It's back working.
Okay.
I've been streaming live the whole time.
Okay, so and I'm calling it right now. Golden State's gonna win by 7 at least tonight.
Yeah, but they're gonna get all the money out them games. It's be going all the way,
They
baby.
gonna blame it that if KD was there, we might have won.
No, I'm not hearing that. We're gonna win the game by 7 at least.
I'm rolling.
Yeah,
I won't even go against it. I'm rolling with you, bro. So shit, let's go, Steph. How you feel? You all right?
it's early. You know what I'm saying? I just checked the score or whatever, but it's early.
You said Golden State by 7?
Yeah, Golden State by 7. Steph's gonna go off in the fourth.
I don't think it's gonna be by 7, but I think they're gonna win to stretch it.
For sure. So before we get out of here, tell everybody where they can stalk your life on the internet.
Go ahead, no zones.
I'm at Not Frank Zones pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Instagram. I don't use Snapchat, and don't look for me on Facebook.
Word up. All right, Millie.
Chulo Sanchez, CHULOSANCH3Z.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna create something new just for the fans.
Did you let Apple make that password?
I ain't even a password.
I know, but you know them Apple passwords be like random numbers and shit. That's how that shit sound.
Noinek, they can find you at _ZayBillion 12388. ZayBillion _12388. And my life is accessible for your viewing pleasure. If you like this episode of the Verdict Podcast, you can rate, review, subscribe, share on iTunes, Google, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Podcorn, wherever you like to listen to your podcast. You can also check my life out on the internet, on Instagram and Twitter at House of Splash. You can also go to my website, thehouseofsplash.com, buy my shit, listen to my other shows.
Oh yeah, go to frankzones.com.
I'm totally cutting that out.
Bye.